Lee Evans became the first man to break the 44-second barrier in the 400 meters, winning the gold medal at the Mexico City Games in 43.86. After going through the first 200 meters in 21.4, he ran the second half in 22.4. Surprisingly, more than half a century later, a rare sprinter can cover the second 200 meters in less than 23 seconds, let alone finish the race under 44. And that's despite the fact that modern sprinters have become much faster. They run on superfast surfaces, wearing technologically advanced spike shoes. Many experts would say it's all about speed endurance. Yet for more than 100 years, athletes have been persistently training this mythical quality, but it seems to be getting only worse. Or maybe it's something else. Let's see what Lee Evans himself thought about running a quarter mile. I would like to talk about the value of even pace racing for the 400 meters. There has been quite a lot of discussion concerning this. I believe there should be only a 1-second differential between the first 200 and the second 200 meters in a quality 400-meter race. I have experimented with myself and with athletes I have coached using many variations, running as fast as possible from the beginning and hanging on to the end. And I have experimented with running conservatively for the first 200 meters. For an athlete whose best 200 meters out of the blocks is 22.0, I would convince this runner to run his first 200 at about 23.2 to 23.5, and if he has been training correctly, he can come back with another 23 flat. Even if he comes in with a 24, it is fine, because if we continue to work on his speed to get his 200-meter time down, his 400-meter time will come down also. In running the 200 meters under control, the fatigue does not build up as rapidly in the body. The fatigue is delayed to where he might feel the bear in his muscles coming into the last 50 meters, even when running evenly. When John Smith ran 44.5 for the 440 yards in 1971, he ran the first half in 22.2 and the second half in 22.3. In running that kind of a race, he was in total control of the race at 270 yards. It even looked as if he was accelerating. He was not accelerating, he was maintaining the same speed he was running from the start, and he kept it all the way through. As a young runner, at 18 years of age, the first time I ran 46 seconds, I ran 23 flat and 23.1. Anyone can go out to burn the first 300 meters in 32 seconds and then tie up. This is what many American 400-meter runners have been doing during the past few years, and I have been telling them if they go out in 21.2 when their best time is around 45, it is not very smart to come back with 24 seconds. It just sets up the race perfectly for a competitor to pass you in the last 50 meters. Thus, you can be defeated with a 45.1 or 45.2. If a runner can run 45.4, the smart thing to do is to go out at about 22.3 or 22.4. In this way, he can start racing at the 200-meter mark. After running the first 200 meters under control, you will be able to maintain the speed you build up in the third 100 meters into the finish. This is what it takes to win the big races.
You ran a very controlled first 200 meters. Was that the plan?
That's always the plan. I always try to run as controlled as possible for the first 200 meters, and that'll keep me strong for the last 200.